Today on this James the Bike Guy Looks at Parts, we're taking a look at the difference between a Sram Level T brake and the Level TL over on the left hand side of the screen. These are both in the early range of the Level series of brakes, which is Sram's new trail and cross-country oriented brake. Both run a two-piston caliper and DOT brake fluid. So when we take a look at these two, the first thing to mention is on the Level T brake, this brake carries over a lot of the technology from the old Avid DB series of brakes. So it does use a caliper from their DB series brake, and then it's going to have an updated lever, but the lever itself does run some of the same older technology. So when we take a look at this, it's a nice looking lever for sure. It has decent feel to it, and then it's going to have an integrated clamp to go around the handlebar. A couple of things to note though is when we go from the Level T to the TL, you'll actually notice that on the TL, which is left hand side of the screen here, it's a much thinner caliper, and you can definitely tell that it's going to be lighter weight. The other thing that changes is your levers on the TL is actually thinner and has a little bit nicer look to it. So if we take a look at the Level TL, you'll see that it runs a matchmaker clamp here, and what that means is you can actually take this clamp off and attach it with say something like a shifter or that sort of thing. So that'll go right back on, and then it's going to use a brake lever that is much more similar to their Guide series, where it's going to have a really nice feel. You know, the take up on the lever feels good, and then once it compresses around the disc rotor, it has a real firm, great feeling to it. So let's take a look at what these two weigh. So we'll start off with the Sram Level T. So this brake itself weighs 323 grams. That's with an 800 millimeter hose. We'll take a look at the Level TL. Get this looped up. So that weighs 264 grams. Keep in mind this actually has a 950 millimeter hose on it as well. So that means a pretty considerable weight savings, about 60 grams a brake. So that adds up certainly on the bike. And considering the Level TL just doesn't cost that much more, it's definitely going to be a better value.